More of the Zach Gelb Show on Fox Sports 920 The Jersey.
All right, welcome back in. I'm leaving for Buffalo tomorrow morning, and we'll get in time to see Princeton play Notre Dame. Tip tomorrow, 12:15 in Buffalo. And now joining us is a senior member of the Princeton Tigers, and that's Spencer Weiss, who's kind enough to hop on board right now on the Zach Gelb Show, Fox Sports 920 The Jersey. Spencer, congratulations. We appreciate it, and how are you?
Good, very good. We just got done with shoot-around. Appreciate you having me on today.
Well, we appreciate you coming on. What have these last few days been like for you getting ready for the NCAA tournament?
Oh, it's been a dream come true. Being here with my teammates, it's been a surreal feeling. It shows all the hard work we've done throughout the years paying off, and to be, playing in the big dance, something we've all wanted, as young kids, and to finally be living out our dreams is it's an unbelievable feeling.
Even though you've wanted this your entire life, you haven't made it yet in college until this year when you went to the NCAA tournament. Since there's so much unexpected to occur tomorrow, since it's new territory for you, what do you look on in your past career? Do you kind of look at some of the success you had in high school, or are you just ready to go for tomorrow?
A little bit of both. We've been battle-tested all year and throughout our careers here. We've played in, high major teams before, but certainly the big dance is something a little new with a little more kick to it. But nonetheless, we're going to fall back on our principles. Notre Dame's a great team. We've been scouting them pretty heavily throughout the week. But we're going to go out, give it our all, and hopefully come out on top.
Well, we know this year is a special one, and before we look ahead to what's going to come tomorrow at 12:15 in Buffalo, just reflect a little bit for me about this season and being Ivy League tournament champions.
Oh, it was a great season. Certainly we start off, not as we wanted to. We started off 4-6, but we played in some competitive games. We lost the lead a bunch. We were learning how to win as a team, but nonetheless, we really started to pick up at Bucknell right before our Christmas break, and then from there it's been smooth sailing. Ivy League was a 14-0 run, which we really started on the defensive end, and then from there we continued that into the Ivy League tournament. Got another 2 wins, and that resulted on us being here right now.
When you guys were 4-6 and you had the 2 injuries to Hans and Caruso, how'd you keep the spirits up in practice?
Just with the next man up mentality. We have a deep team, and we felt like we have a lot of contributors. And Miles Stevens in particular really stepped up. He grew into his role and demanded, we demanded a lot from him, and he rose to the occasion. And he's been one of the best players for us ever since the 2 injuries, and we're fortunate to have him. And everyone else stepped up, and it's been a fun run so far.
Since you mentioned Miles, I got to see him play in the Ivy League tournament, and we know he was the hero up against Penn on that putback, and then he had a sensational performance to back it up against Yale. But the thing that actually impresses me the most about Miles is his defensive play. How about the energy that you guys get off when he gets a big block like he did in that championship game?
Oh, it's unbelievable. He's so versatile. He can guard 1 through 5, and we asked that from him, but he's always risen to the occasion, and tomorrow's going to be no different. I'm sure he'll be on, all 5 of their players who is ever on the court, but he's definitely a big reason for our success and a reason why our defense has really picked up this year.
I saw a few stories leading up to this game tomorrow that you guys were actually taking midterms in Buffalo earlier in the week. How'd you do in your midterm?
It actually is later today, so I'll have one. So definitely been studying that a little bit, but obviously been doing a bit more studying of Notre Dame, to be honest. But don't tell my professor.
How do you balance that being a student athlete?
We balanced it our whole lives. It's kind of what we signed up for. Committing to Princeton, they expect high academic success as well as high athletic success, and we've been preparing for it our whole lives. But nonetheless, the stage is a little bigger, but the principles stay the same.
Spencer Weiss with us right now on the Zach Gelb Show, Fox Sports 920 The Jersey. Princeton plays Notre Dame tomorrow in Buffalo. Coach Henderson, Ivy League Coach of the Year, has done a sensational job with this team this year. You got to spend 4 years with him. Just what does Coach Henderson mean to you?
Oh, it means everything. He's the role model both on and off the court. He's adjusted to the way we play. He's an unbelievable person, which makes it so much easier to play for him. You can trust him with everything. He sees things that we don't see, and he brings them to our attention. He's willing to work with us on the court if we want to get an extra work, as well as off the court if we have anything that we want to bring up to him. He's definitely been an unbelievable influence in my life as well as my teammates.
We hear the influence he had on your life. Just how has the Spencer Weiss changed when he was a freshman a few years ago at Princeton to the man that's on the phone with us right now?
I definitely think I'm more level-headed. Coming into Princeton, my emotions, definitely were more volatile. They went up and down as the game progressed. This year in particular, I feel like I've definitely stayed level-headed, and that's just a lot of talking with him and just going through situations he's been in his life. And I try to, use that both on and off the floor, and I think it's helped tremendously.
So you're a little bit more crazy when you played for Jamie Chadwick in Israel. That's what you're telling me.
A little bit. Definitely let my emotions get the best of me sometimes, but nonetheless, I had a great time playing in Israel with him, under him. He was a great coach, and glad we were able to come out with the gold over there.
Well, I've known Jamie for years, and I also know Matt Sherman as well on that team. So let me just tell you, I talked to Jamie a few minutes ago, and he said he's extremely proud of you, and he does wish you the best of luck. But he told me that if you guys do win tomorrow, he expects to see some big-time dance moves out of you.
Oh, certainly. We could definitely make that happen. I'll definitely be front and center if you want, Coach. But, tall order ahead of us, and we're looking forward to the challenge.
And he was also telling me they had a triple-double in the gold medal game. What do you remember about that?
Yeah, that was a fun game. Israel definitely was our best competition of the tournament, and I felt like they brought out the best in all of us. And luckily, we were able to come out with the gold and represent USA the best of our ability.
Spencer Weiss with us right now. When you look at Notre Dame and you're studying up on them, what are the things that really stand out to you? Clearly, another team that you're playing that's battle-tested, that has been in this NCAA tournament and has had some success in this big dance the last few years.
Absolutely. They're certainly experienced. We see a lot of ourselves in them. They do 5 out a lot, extremely talented, can shoot the ball very well. Some great floor leaders with Matt Fowle and Steve Asteria. But nonetheless, we're confident in our ability and ourselves to go out and execute our coach's game plan and come out with the win.
Everyone's calling you an underdog, obviously being a 12 seed going up against a 5 seed. Do you use that at motivation a little bit?
Certainly. You'll take whatever motivation you can, but at the end of the day, we have confidence in ourselves, and we know we can compete with the best in the country, and we look forward to displaying that tomorrow at 12:15.
The seniors on this group, we know Stephen Cook and you are both very close, but tell me a little bit more about this senior class and what they mean to you.
Oh, they mean everything. We've been through a lot of highs, a lot of lows together, and I think that's what makes our bond so close. We're always hanging around with one of each other. We're our best friends on the court and off the court. We can talk about whatever, but I think our best thing is that we hold each other accountable, and that really showed on our play, and I think that's a big reason for our success. And hopefully our success going forward.
Just to go a step further on that, you and Stephen Cook are always going to have a special relationship and be linked to one another for what you're able to accomplish in this season to culminate your senior year. Just take me a little bit further on your relationship with Stephen Cook as it relates to Spencer Weiss.
When we came in together, we said we wanted to get to the big dance, and we were going to do whatever it took to get there. And our first 3 years, obviously, we didn't accomplish our goal, but we stuck with our game plan, and we pushed each other on the court, off the court to continue to get better, always staying in contact over the summer when we're away, making sure everyone's, putting in extra work, and our hard work paid off, and it feels great.
Spencer Weiss with us right now, wrapping up with him, the senior from Princeton on the Zach Gelb Show, Fox Sports 920, the Jersey. Did Coach take you to the Anchor Bar or Duff's? Did you get some wings in Buffalo?
We did. They were phenomenal. Didn't try to eat too many. Definitely want to stay as quick as I can for tomorrow, even though I'm not quick to begin with. But nonetheless, they were delicious. It felt great to get some wings in us and enjoy the experience.
So you got the midterm tonight, no wings tonight, but when you're lying in your bed tonight, let's say at around midnight, trying to get some sleep in, what emotions do you think you're going to be experiencing?
I'm going to do my best to try to stay, as cool as I can, but certainly, you start thinking about the game, start thinking about your assignments defensively and, how you want to go about offensively. I don't know. Hopefully I can get some sleep, but nonetheless, definitely be amped up come tomorrow morning.
Well, we know in the history of upsets in the NCAA tournament, Princeton has one of the biggest ones back when Mitch Henderson was playing when Princeton took down UCLA. And that was the 21st year anniversary of that yesterday. Does Coach ever reminisce a little bit about his playing days at Princeton to you guys?
He tries not to talk about his teams too much. He says he always harps on the the fact that it was a different generation. But nonetheless, we watch those videos all the time, and we see the famous his picture jumping up in the air all throughout campus. So we know what it meant to him and what it meant to the university, and we're certainly trying to do something similar tomorrow.
Well, Spencer, we appreciate the time. Best of luck. Go get him coming up tomorrow. We'll see you in Buffalo, all right?
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me on.